So as we all know, Christmas is around the corner. And what this means for many Caribbean homes is fruitcake. Caribbean or Christmas black fruitcake. But the problem is you do not have your fruit soaked as yet. And you believe that it is too late because we have been told that our fruits have to be soaked for months or even years. So today I will show you how to steam your fruits to get it tasting as if it has been soaking for a very long time. I already have this jar full of steamed fruits, but this video is just for you that's running a little behind this year in getting your fruit soaked. So come with me as I show you how it is done. So we're starting with some raisins, some currants, and some prunes. Now the prunes, these are pitted prunes, but what I do, I usually cut it to make sure that it does not have any seeds. Although I can feel it, but it's important to ensure that the prunes do not have any seeds, because you definitely do not want to bite these seeds. So I usually chop it and put them in there. You can use any dried fruits that you have, your choice of fruits. It does not matter. When it's cooked, no one knows the type of fruits that you use in your fruit cake. The dried fruits forms the heart of the fruit cake. It gives it the body, the sweetness, the moistness. So it forms the heart of your fruit cake. So I'm almost done chopping the prunes. Now the thing about it is fruits sometimes have dirt, so it's very important to give it a wash before you put it in a pan to steam. Okay, so just a wash, a quick wash before we steam it to remove any dirt that it may have. You see all the dirty water that's coming out? Yes, the fruit's brown, but also sometimes it's the dirt coming out. So it's very important that the fruits, you rinse it out, because believe me, it's not nice biting on dirt. Okay, so after you have washed your fruits, you're going to put it in a pan together with some, we didn't wash the mixed peel, with some mixed peel, some cherries, all of the fruits. That's the base of the fruit cake, so you want to make sure that you have all your fruits. To this we're going to add some nutmeg. We're also going to add some cinnamon powder. You don't need to add too much. It depends on the amount of fruits that you're steaming. When you're making the black cake, you're also going to be adding some spices, so you don't have to put much. It's just to flavor the fruits a bit for now. This is some cloves. You add just a little. We have here some cake spice. Okay, I guess it has most of what we have added, but just a little extra for flavor. Now you're going to use wine and some strong rum, but not at this point. What we want to do now is to add some orange juice, some water. And you can add a little wine if you choose to. That one is just for flavor, not for the alcohol content. Because if you put the fruits, if you put the wine, all of the wine in here now, if you put in the alcohol in there now, the alcohol is gonna evaporate. Right? So you do not put it in at this point in time. At this point in time. See the amount of liquid in there? To this, we're also going to add some lemon zest. Okay, some people use the peel. They would just use the peel of a lemon and put in there, but I rather the zest. So after it's done steaming, I don't have to really remove it. Okay, so you're going to bring this to a boil, and when it starts to boil, you're going to reduce it to steam. This is what it looks like. You don't have too much liquid in there, just below the fruits, right? Enough to allow it to steam nicely. Okay, so we're going to cover this and allow it to steam to a boil. We will turn down the heat and allow it to simmer for 20 to 30 minutes. But in between, you're going to stir the pot so it does not burn. Okay? It's starting to boil. Don't know if you can see this. It's already smelling so aromatic. So we're going to lower the heat beneath it and allow it to simmer. What we're looking for is a glossy finish. So most of the wine, the juice will be soaked up. So the fruits will get all glossy and shiny. That's what we're looking for, a shiny, shiny, glossy finish. This is the view from my home in St. Lucia. Welcome to St. Lucia. Okay, we're gonna check it. I think most of the liquid has, oh yes, see that bottom here? Okay. Most of the liquid has been absorbed by the fruits, so I'm going to turn off the stove now. So I'm going to allow it to cool down. If I were to pour the rum and the wine in this fruit right now, all of the alcohol would evaporate because it is too hot right now. So I'm going to allow it to cool down 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And afterwards, then I'm going to, not too cold because you still want the warmth so that it would absorb better, but not boiling hot as it is now. Okay? So you can always test the fruits yourself. You can just put some on it's hot, so I cannot, you won't be able to test it for doneness between your fingers, but when you crush it, you want to see that it is crushed really, it's soft. Okay? You're looking for a soft fruit. So that looks good. See that shine? And see that shine on the spoon? That's the kind of texture you're looking for. Yeah. Okay friends, so this is the final product right here. See how nice and rich this looks. Okay, so now I'm going to add in the wine. Now you can add any kind of sweet wine that you have. I'm using Red Label. You also have this red wine that's in here. It's a sweet red wine. You can use that as well if you want to cut cost, because it's a bit cheaper than the other wines. So you're gonna add in as much as you want. Then we're going to add in some of the strong, this is high proof rum, very, very strong. So I'm going to add some of that in there. Now what it does is the wine and the rum adds flavor, and also it preserves the fruits. So this is it. So friends, after you've added your rum in there, any choice of rum, brandy, strong rum, wine, red wine, sweet wine, sherry brandy, right, is your choice. So you're going to use this. It's best to store it in a glass jar instead of plastic. It's always better to store anything with alcohol in a glass jar. So you're going to put it in there. Make sure it is a jar that covers tightly. So friends, this is it. This is what it looks like. And you cover, see this? And allow it to sit for as long as you want. And that's it, friends. Your last minute steamed fruits that taste just as good as the ones that have been soaking for months. Let me know in the comments whether you're team early soaking of fruits or team last minute steaming of fruits. And are you going to be baking black cake this year? Let me know in the comments. My next recipe is going to be about making a black fruit cake this year using your steamed fruits. Okay, so look out for that recipe. It should be coming up within a few days. Thanks for watching and thanks for the support. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you.